has local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
On our broadcast this Friday, downtown tonight is in darkness. Hours-long power outages hostage-ing the city center. Business brought to a halt. The impact is far-reaching. ZNS also taking a hit. Our services disrupted today. A generator used during these outages overheating, forcing an immediate evacuation of our Harcourt Rusty Bethel Drive facilities. And at the courts today, a trio stood charged for the murder of a missing woman. The Bahamas Tonight starts now. Good evening. We are in abbreviated form this evening, and we thank you for being with us. I'm Corvell Pyfrom. The power is still out on Bay Street tonight, and it is not sitting well with businesses in the area. A faulty underground cable extending from its East Hill Street substation is what Bahamas Power and Light Company is blaming the outage on. According to its WhatsApp channel, BPL technicians are still trying to locate that underground cable, which continues to impact power supply to the downtown and Shirley Street areas since Wednesday afternoon. In fact, BPL had to schedule rotational power supply to offset the long power outage. Electricity was turned off in the nearby Fort Charlotte area to accommodate the blackout downtown, and vice versa. BPL apologizes for the inconvenience caused and appeals for patience as teams work to restore power supply. Well, as you can imagine, the now 3-day power outage at one of the capital's premier business hubs isn't sitting well with owners, workers, and even customers. Some of them venting their concerns to our West's Calix Forbes.
With 4 cruise ships docked at the Nassau Cruise Port Friday, bringing in thousands of visitors to the capital, Bay Street businesses say they're still losing a lot of business from the ongoing power outages.
We get money from the ships, but it's not looking too good for us right now. Because like I said, the people are scared to come inside the shop because there's no electricity. They scared to shop in the dark. Imagine spending thousands of dollars in the dark. Someone tell you something for $10,000. They have to write it up. You can't even get a printout receipt. You have to write it up, written. You have to trust the person. Say, you know what? I'm gonna send it to you later. Send the invoice to you later. Send the receipt to you later. People don't trust that, and I wouldn't trust that either.
And the potential cruise passenger base was significant. Allure of the Sea can carry approximately 5,000 passengers, while Harmony of the Sea can accommodate another 5,000. Add that to more than 4,000 passengers aboard Disney Destiny and MSG Seahorse, putting more than 19,000 cruise passengers in New Providence from just those 4 ships. It is the frequent business Bay Street needs to survive.
We don't have more walkouts because they ain't gonna shop in the dark, and we can't serve them because we actually everything working with current. We can serve them. So it is ridiculous. I tired, but it's no light. You think any customer go shop, they go walk out because now with this heat, everybody's sweating. Like it is ridiculous. We're getting tired with that.
And with the new school year starting in a matter of days, these Bay Street workers are more often concerned about their personal bottom line.
Business have to make. You have bills to pay. You have kids to feed, especially now school open.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes, Calix Forbes.
Well, Wes, where is the impact not being felt? The ongoing power problems in downtown Nassau knocking the ZNS network off the air earlier today. The Broadcasting Corporation revealing in a release that the prolonged outages forced its facilities to operate on generator power for more than 48 hours. Although commercial electricity was restored Thursday evening, another outage Friday morning forced the corporation back on generator power. Shortly afterward, fumes were detected inside the ZNS building, triggering an immediate evacuation of employees. A preliminary assessment indicates the generator overheated, causing a pipe to burst and release fumes. The corporation apologizes for the disruption, and updates will be provided as the situation develops. Meantime, operations are back to normal at Lynden Pinling International Airport after a suspected gas odor forced the temporary evacuation of the U.S. departures terminal this morning. Nassau Airport Development Company officials verified the odor was reported near the airline corridor in Terminal C shortly before 11 this morning. Airport fire, maintenance, and safety teams responded, and the fire marshal ordered the terminal evacuated as a precaution while the source was investigated. NATO officials confirmed the source was subsequently identified and isolated with no further threat to passengers, employees, or airport operations. The all clear was given about 47 minutes later, and passengers began returning around noon. However, the evacuation resulted in long queues and possible outbound flight delays as airlines work to process passengers. Travelers are being advised to contact their airlines directly for the latest flight information. Several individuals arraigned in the magistrate's court today on a number of serious charges. We get that story tonight from our Leah Cooper.
2 men and 1 woman stood before Acting Chief Magistrate Ansela Evans, charged with the murder of 34-year-old Katrina Kelly, a mother who had been missing since last week Tuesday. 31-year-old Rico Hepburn and 34-year-old Denzel Delancey of current Eleuthera and 43-year-old Jaquita Cash of Lower Bogue were charged with 1 count of murder. The particulars are that the trio on Tuesday, August 11th, while in Eleuthera, did intentionally cause the death of Katrina Kelly. They're also charged with 1 count of damage of property. It's alleged that the following day, Wednesday, August 12th, the 3 then damaged a 2013 Nissan Cube valued at $7,000, which was the property of Katrina Kelly. Due to the nature of the charges, they were not required to enter a plea. They do, however, have the right to apply at the Supreme Court for bail. They were remanded to the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services until February 4th for service of a voluntary bill of indictment. They were represented by attorney Benjamin McKinney. In other news from the court, a man was also charged in connection with the death of a 10-month-old baby. 35-year-old Paul Thompson also stood before Acting Chief Magistrate Ansela Evans, charged with exposing a child to grievous harm. The particulars are that on Friday, August 14th, while in Providence, Thompson willfully exposed the infant to grievous harm. He pleaded not guilty and elected to have the matter heard in the magistrate's court. Bail was set for $9,500 with 1 or 2 suretors. The matter was adjourned to the 9th and 10th of November for trial. He was represented by Dr. Kelsey Monroe. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
And tonight, Leah, police are investigating the death of a 48-year-old Cuban man who died aboard an inbound flight from London on Thursday. According to preliminary reports, the passenger suffered a medical emergency during the flight and subsequently became unresponsive. When the aircraft arrived here in the Bahamas, emergency medical personnel responded and continued efforts to resuscitate the man. However, despite those efforts, he remained unresponsive and was found to have no signs of life. Police say foul play is not suspected at this time. An autopsy will be conducted to determine the exact cause of death as the investigation continues. Police also investigating tonight another homicide. The only details we can provide you at this point is that a man was reportedly shot and succumbed to his injuries at the intersection of Blue Hill and Soldier Roads. We'll continue to follow this story and have more for you as we learn it. Well, stay with us. There's much more news to get to here on this Friday evening. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight. We'll be right back.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Big sandwich.
I really like the honey mustard sauce. And then like the crispy bacon on it as well.
Oh, it's pepper jack cheese.
I love the spice. I love the crunch.
I love the original sandwich, but just that simple addition of bacon was like over the top.
The chicken is really good.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I rate this a 10 out of 10. I'd eat this again.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
So don't be profiling anybody. Trust the leader in private lending for your personal loan. Oh, they like the path to financial freedom. One just for you. Come on. Sunshine financing for a sing-a-ling-a-ling. Hey, hey. When you need that money, come home vacation every. Don't be profiling in this party. What? I want that 000. I girl on there cause I got no money. You only hear me, eh? You better go by Sunshine Finance and ask them for the 000 promotion.
Go 000 with Sunshine Finance. 0 interest, 0 payments, and 0 service fees until 2027. 000. More savings, more freedom. Apply now.
Sunsea, good friends.
And bold new flavor has arrived in the Bahamas. Introducing the new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger. Spicy jalapenos, cool ranch, fresh Wendy's beef. One perfect balance. This isn't a heat you run from, you enjoy it. Bring the heat. Keep the cool with Wendy's new Jalapeno Ranch Cheeseburger.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Adidas Mall at Marathon. Adidas, you got this.
Well, welcome back to the broadcast. You're looking at a drone shot of Margaritaville Beach Resort. Located in the heart of downtown Nassau, the resort was recently named one of the top 5 hotels to welcome 2026. That shot filmed by our drone pilot, Kyson Miller. Some of the news here this Friday evening. One day after the acting road traffic controller responded to the taxi and livery driver impasse, stating that under the Road Traffic Act, deliberately interrupting the free flow of traffic or leaving a vehicle in a position that causes an obstruction is an offense. And those involved could face police intervention, prosecution, and other penalties provided by law. Taxi Cab Union President Tyrone Butler is fighting back and is imploring his members not to be intimidated.
Taxi cab drivers, please stand with your union. We will never lead you down a path that would be detriment to your livelihood. The Bahamas Taxi Cab Union will be informing you very soon on our next course of action. We are not meeting with illegal operators. We will meet with whoever and discuss with whoever anything to resolve our issue. But one thing we will not do is meet with illegal operators who want us to make them legitimate.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources says it is taking firm steps to tackle the growing problem of stray dogs and dog attacks across the country. Minister the Honorable Jomo Campbell made the revelation earlier this week following a string of reported attacks, including the latest involving a 9-year-old tourist on Bimini. Minister Campbell stopped short of revealing that what the ministry's full plan is, but says the government is moving to address what has become a serious public safety concern. And with more reports of aggressive and stray dogs surfacing, the minister says action is coming as early as next week.
What we're going to present to the public is our combined response, and it actually has teeth. I'm so tempted. It actually has teeth, so we'll be taking steps to be able to actually hold persons physically accountable for their mishandling of pets that causes this plague of stray dog attacks in the country.
Well, for 5 local entrepreneurs, scaling their business models for an active economy has become more of a reality following their successful run in the Small Business Development Center's Blue Economy Accelerator pitch competition. Here's the SBDC's Director of External Relations, Richard Ritchie.
It was so important for us to do this because we're merging that aspect of blue economy businesses, trying to build sustainable businesses, protect our oceans and our coral reefs. We cannot build businesses that do not protect the same resource that caused those businesses to exist and to thrive. And so it is very important that we help businesses develop concepts that actually preserve our oceans and preserve our natural resources.
Well, after a long deliberation by the judges, 5 winners announced, including Charles Johnson of Island Bay Fly, Ashton Simonet of Mangrove Escape Adventure, Alex Pearson of Bahama Mineral Company, Allison and Dino Longley, and Melissa Cartwright.
Nassau being heavy with tourism traffic, we have a limited amount of fly fishing guides in New Providence. So 3 years ago, I got certified and I operate one of the 3 charters that exist in Nassau. And this is what it's all about. So I'm going to be the first reef positive charter in the country.
We already have the main equipment we need, the electric kayaks. So what this will do is this will allow us to get the extra supplies and business complement items we need to complement the business, such as insurance, liability, website, etc.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Shop early to get your uniforms and catch Janae's Uniform Center's buy 4, get 1 free sale. Pre-monogrammed and regular school shirts, dry fit and cotton polos, jumpers, skirts, boys long and short pants, PE shorts, underclothes, tights, socks, neckties, belts, sleeping mats, hair accessories, and character work desk. Get 50% off backpacks, lunch bags, and raincoats. Buy 4 school shirts, get 1 free. Buy 2 skirts, jumpers, or pants, get the third 50% off. Need embroidery and monogramming done? Visit Janae's Uniform Center early. Beat the back-to-school rush. Janae's Chesapeake Road back-to-school special. Restrictions apply.
Marco's Pizza. Marco's Pizza. Some never tasted so good. Marco's Summer Party is bringing the fun. Choose 2 large 1-topping pizzas with a 2-liter soda for just $34.95. Or grab a big square deal. 1 medium, 1-topping pizzas with boneless wings for just $39.95. Enter to win weekly Baja Bay water passes and your very own Marco's Summer Party pack all summer long. Marco's Pizza. Summer never tasted so good.
Is taking a quick break, but don't worry, we'll be back Monday, August 24th, just in time for back to school. Fresh stories, big trends, more fun. What's trending back at 6 p.m. only on the ZNS Network.
And it is time now for a look at tonight's weather forecast. For that, we say good evening to Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Carmel. We are looking at some fireworks over parts of the northwest and central Bahamas, and that's courtesy of that lingering trough over the northwest Bahamas. As you can see on the radar, we're having some thunderstorms passing over North Cat Island. Also, Eleutheris in the mix. Andros is taking the beating as well, and also the Abacos and Grand Bahama, they are experiencing some heavy showers and thunderstorms as we speak. And in the tropics, we are monitoring this strong tropical wave several hundred miles to the east of the West Antilles. It's moving towards the west, and it could become the next named storm. But as it approaches the Leeward Islands later on, it's going to encounter some strong upper-level wind shear, which will weaken it a bit. But looking at the computer models, it also suggests that once it approaches the Bahamas sometime next week, it's going to take a turn towards the north, and that is when conditions could become a bit more favorable for some development. So we'll keep our eyes on that system very, very closely. Boating forecast tonight through Sunday in the northwestern islands. The winds are going to be primarily out of the south at 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Low tide takes place at 10:14 tonight, with another low tide at 10:01 tomorrow morning. And for the central islands, southeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet. And in the southeastern islands, the winds are going to be east to southeast 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights also at 2 to 4 feet. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that's going to do it for your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But back to the tropics, that tropical wave approaching the Leeward Islands, but it's still quite a distance away, but we'll keep our eyes on it because there is the potential for some development of that system. And then closer to home, we have that low-level troughing across the northwest Bahamas, and that continues to support pockets of showers and thunderstorms, some of which are locally heavy at times. And temperatures around the islands, Marshall, Barbacoa at 80 degrees, 86 in Green Turtle Key, 81 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands, 89, Allenstown, Bimini at 84 degrees, 84. Also in Harbor Island, Rock Sound, Eleuthera, 87, a warm 90 degrees in Allenstown, Cat Island, Black Point, Exuma, 85, Camp Space, Orlando, also at 85, Fresh Creek, Central Andrews, where they're experiencing some rain showers there. Have a temperature of 81 degrees. 86 in Georgetown, Exuma, and then we pick up some 90s again in Rum Key and also in San Salvador. 86 in Ragged Island, Clarence Town, Long Island, and Crooked Island, with Betsy Bay, Maguana, and Acklands reporting 89. 77 in Matthew, Nagua, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. They have a temperature of 89 degrees. And your forecast out tonight, partly cloudy, very warm with a thunderstorm in spots late, with your low temperature falling off to 83 degrees. And tomorrow, you're looking at periods of clouds and sunshine with a couple of thunderstorms still lurking around. And there are high temperature tomorrow. We're looking at about 91 degrees. Extended weather forecast unfolding like this. Those showers and thunderstorms will be in the mix right through Sunday, but conditions improve a bit as we head into the early part of next week with lots of sunshine. But another tropical wave will make its way into the northwest Bahamas. As a result, we will see an increase in clouds middle of the week with scattered showers and thunderstorms returning to the forecast area. Carvel.
Basil, it's been quite a day for us here at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. We are working to restore our services fully operational, and as we do, we thank you for standing with us. That's our broadcast here this Friday evening. I'm Corvell Pyfrom for Basil Dean and all of us. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful evening.